know, he hasn't been married, I don't think, and so he's also dealing with a lot of surface level stuff. And when she asked, "Oh, have you been in love?" and he was like trying to differentiate between when he was in love and when he was just dating someone, and that was kind of
Mm,
weird too. It's like, so you were with someone that you
good
weren't
point.
in love with, but you were in love with the person you took to the Eiffel Tower. I mean, like there's a lot of surface level stuff going on both sides. And I think it's easy to say, and I highlight people like Sampson for a reason. I think it's easy for women, especially probably the women who are drawn to this channel, who clearly are intelligent, most have a good head on their shoulders, to be like, Mike, I don't want him, right? We know how to do that. What I see people having issues with is saying, looking at a person like Sampson and reading in between the lines and seeing that. And I think that is what people need to. We can say, oh, I don't want a Devin, I don't want a Mike, I don't want. We
Mm,
know how to do that. But when we see a man that's 48, 45 some years old, a life coach, never been married, and doing a lot of these surface level things, trying to mention to everyone that he dates, that he wants to take them on trips. A
mm,
lot of people are like, oh my god, this is my knight in shining arm. This is like my knight in shining armor. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Like, this is the man I prayed for. And we get caught up in it, and then you look up 6 months down the road, and you're like, what the hell?
mm. That's
So
fair.
I think the discernment is bigger than just dodging, like someone said, the justices, the Mikes of the world, the Devins. It's this stuff, or it's
Mm,
peeping that maybe rah rah, a person like rah rah. He may be a good guy, but is he showing me that he's like super interested? It's like stuff like that.
that's a good point.
And then we'll
Yeah.
turn around and blame them for the downfall of the relationship. Like, oh, it's just Samson's fault. It's just Rah Rah's fault. Oh, they just wasted my time. But they were showing you different signs that whole time that you decided to ignore, and then you walked away like, oh, Samson wasted my time. Rah Rah wasted my time. These men are trash. But it's like, what were you doing that you weren't kind of reading in between the lines? So I mean, yeah.
Mm, good point.
Yeah, I think the truth is that you have some men who don't have to put up much of effort versus those who do have to put up more effort. If someone comes along with straight attraction, and you're attracted to their size, their height, or their look, then they're not going to have to put in as much effort as the next man will because you're looking at the attraction. To me, I don't think Randall does much of anything. Be honest with you, he's present, he's there, he's doing his thing, but he's not putting in like effort to show a woman that he's into. He's not putting in effort to say, "Oh, hey, I see a future with you." I just don't get that vibe from him. So, but a lot of women on the show are attracted to Randall because of his, especially because of his height. Well, let's be honest about it. So that's a thing. So the ones who are not attracted are the ones who you're being more bold about. Brandy's not really attracted to Samson like that. So she feels bold enough to out him the way she did about the gifts. If she was into him, she wouldn't do that to someone you're into. So we got to be honest about the fact that attraction plays a huge part and what we're willing to allow people to get away with, and what we will not allow someone to get away with. So I just say that to say that Randall hasn't shown me much. He hasn't given me much energy to show that he's particularly invested in anyone. He's playing. He's just doing his thing on it. In dates, he's being himself, which he should be. He should be himself. But as far as taking that extra step to reassure the woman or the women, I don't think he's doing that. So my 2 cents.
Good points being made out here. I'm hearing this. Any other additions in this section whilst we're stripping off the paint?
What
Because
you
no,
say?
it's good stuff. No, it's good stuff. Because this is good stuff. This is the real conversation, right? Like I see we brought up the Samson thing. I didn't deep it that way until she kind of said it the second time round. Like, okay, actually, if I look at Samson a different way, I have to ask some serious questions too. You know what I mean? I didn't know about the colorist and stuff, but I definitely hear about the 48, life coach, the way he's kind of operating. You do have to ask some serious questions as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is why these conversations are important, because when people start pointing out different perspectives, you can see differently. Do you know what I mean? It's not an echo chamber, so you can see differently. Because, like I said, they're on the show for a reason, right? They're on the show for a reason, whether it's to do their business or whatever, whether it's the actual date. And so we're looking at some of the behaviors. So I'm open to that. This is some good stuff. It's some good stuff.